yeah. I mean, again, unfortunately, from now on, maybe not this. Sorry, maybe these four people going to have a bit of difficulties to deploy to your mobile because again, it's impossible to deploy the app from the window to uh, the iPhone. So if 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 you can maybe try to borrow some Android device from your friend or family or some whoever. Then it will make your workshop a bit easier because otherwise maybe so. But today it's impossible to check if you can deploy it to your mobile or not. So especially everything is going to be checked through the while deploying to the mobile. So even
Do we
tomorrow
need?
and hmm,
So we also need it for tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, isn't it? The
this
I mean,
yeah
if I want to borrow, probably I want to borrow. I mean, I've been asking around.
yeah
I'm not sure whether anyone has passed at the moment, but so day two and day
either Mac
three.
either Mac
Oh yeah, I don't
yeah
speak Mac either.
so
Yes, okay, no worries.
yeah
So
yeah
day two and day three, we will still need them.
yes
Okay,
yes
I'll
so
try to find today.
if it is yeah possible
Yeah.
so
Okay.
because yeah, I mean, I also was trying to find a way to how can I deploy from the window to the iPhone, but just figure out like it is impossible to do it. Well, if you have a Mac, well, at least you can use the boot camp. So Mac and Android doesn't it's not a big problem, but yeah, from the window, I found that well, I mean, for me, it was impossible to figure out how to do it. Well, I know that there's a way to install Apple software into the window, not in the correct way,
Mm,
but yeah,
mm, I see.
yeah. But it has to be the same OS,
Yeah.
right? Anyway, yeah, let's. I mean, and I'm going to show the sample every single time because anyway, I recorded all everything what we're going to do. So at least you can figure out what is going to be happen, and you can try to do it later at least. Oh, let's try to open the new scene. And I'm going to save this scene as a basic. So yeah, AL basic. And before we start, we need to change our build settings. So go to the build settings, file, build settings, and here we need to change. If you have an Android, yeah, just click the Android. If you are using the Mac and iPhone, and go to the iOS platform. But yeah, and now I'm going to focus on the Windows and Android. So I'm going to change platform to the Android. Switch platform. And go to the player settings. Here, make sure it's selected in the Android and the Verkan. We don't need this one, so let's delete Verkan. And yes, since the Android doesn't support multi-thread rendering, so disable multi-thread rendering over here. And yeah, here the company name, you should change the company name. I mean, I don't know why, but if you're using the default company, it sometimes brought you error. So I'm going to change this to like SD platform for now. And product name is totally up to you. Yeah. So for now, maybe I can SDP first one to test this. And here, the minimum API level, you need to change to level 26 because from here, only from here, it support AR. So to use the AR, we have to check this one to the level 26, and that's it. We can just turn it off. And we need to install some packages. So here, when you go to the window, and there is a package manager over here. Just click this one, and you will have this window. Well, it's going to be floating, and yeah, just put inside of the this panel. And here, type AL, and then you will see different multiple packages, which is about the AL. What we're going to install is AR Foundation and AR Core if you're an Android user. If you're a Mac user, need to install ARKit. But don't just install this one because Unity and these kind of packages are very sensitive with the versions, like I said. So we need to use some specific versions. So by clicking this, you will see the C all versions over here. So under the all versions, what we need to install is 2.1.8. This is what we're going to use for this 3 days workshop. Here, make sure select your 2.1.8 and install this one. And as soon as the AI Foundation is installed, you will see the sorry, AI subsystems is also installed. And then in AI Core plugin, we need install 2.1.11, 2.1.11, and install it. And if you are the Mac user, I mean, I remember there's no Mac user, but just in case, if you get the Mac rather than the Android device, uh, if you the Mac user, ARKit, you need to install 2.1.9, 2.1.9. This is what you need to install. But anyway, for now, I'm not going to install this one. Um, um, yeah. So here, well, for now, for me, I'm not sure if you have this view. I think probably not. Probably is something like, I don't know, like this one, or something like that. But since my device is Galaxy S6 Lite, so I just added this one. How to add is just please uh, add new item and add your pixels. I mean, add your size of pixel, and you can label your name, whatever you want. I mean, your device. How to find your device's size is, well, just Google it. So mine is this one as Galaxy Tab. So this is size of 2000 and 1200 pixels. And yeah, today I'd like to use it as a portrait, so I just use it as portrait. So let's try to have fun. Well, so at least Albert and Christina, yeah, you can do it. So if you have any problem with that, please tell me so everyone can share the any kind of like problem shootings. So here, what we need to do is at the beginning, okay, just that, all right. Mm. And how to, okay, I've almost forgot about this. So to use to deploy the app to your Galaxy tab, maybe just, I think I'm going to share my tab screen. To deploy app to your device, you need to debug your device. First of all, I I connected my device to my computer and go to the settings. And under the settings, there is a, where is it? About, here I have a about tablet, but you if you use a mobile, probably it is saying about the phone or something like that. So about, go to the about tablet, and where is it? About tablet and software information, and there is a build number over here, build number, and the build number. Please try to tap this build number 7 times. This one, tap, 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 and 7 times. Well, mine is already set. The developer mode has already been enabled. So after you click 7 times, it's going to say developer mode. Develop option is going to be enabled, and the go out, and under the settings, you will see this developer options. And you go to the developer options. Where is it? And there you go. You see the USB debugging, this one. Make sure enable and allow USB debugging. And now you can deploy app from your computer, desktop, laptop to your device. And now you're ready. I'm going to share my screen. Right. And then now you're ready. And well, if you are the Mac user, well, today we don't have any Mac, but mm, you also need, I'm just going to tell you, if you are a Mac user, you need to download the Xcode 11 over. So I think, as far as I know, is they released Xcode 14, something like that. So you can use anything is fine. 11 over 11, 12, 13, or 13, and with the Safari, because I don't know why they said there is going to be error if you use Chrome to download and install the Xcode. And under the Xcode, yeah, you can just use it. You can just simply do it. And I'm going to jump to, okay, let's try to have fun. So here, and at the hierarchy, right click, you will see now the Excel. It doesn't have it before. So in the Excel, click the AR session origin, and again, Excel AR session. We need these two to use AR every time, every single time. And if you see the AR session origin, it says AR camera. So which means we're going to use this camera, which means we don't need this main camera anymore. So you can just simply delete it, or you can just turn it off. It's up to you. I'm just going to delete it and click the AI camera, change your tag to, where is it? Main camera. So now your AI camera is officially tagged to the main camera. And let's try to have fun. So Here, go to the AL session origin. We're going to add some components to here. First, let's start with the face tracking. If you type the AL and there is a AL face manager, add this. And under the hierarchy, at the hierarchy, go to the Excel and here, AL default face. And if you see the default face, there is the materials debug free, which is it shows you what kind of material it is. It's like ugly green things. So maybe you'd like to create another material under the material folder. I'm going to create some metal red material, and in material, I'm going to change to red. Just increase the metallic a lot. Smoothness. This. Yeah. So, and the AL default face here, let's drag and drop this metal lead material to here. So now this is using the metal red material. And let's bring this one to prefab. So now AR default face became prefab. So we don't need this anymore. Let's delete this one and select the AR session origin. And here, face prefab is that. So we need this to here. So now it's ready to use it actually. Um, how to deploy to your mobile is go to the, well, we need to save this one, save this scene, and build settings. And yeah, you see the it says scenes in build. So what you can do is like, for example, if you have a lot of different scenes and you need to put some different scenes, and then you need to put your scenes what you want to deploy to here. But or just going to link selection. Or if I do just without any selection inside of the scene build, it's going to automatically build the open scene. This one is for now, the AL basic scene. So I'm not going to just add the scene because we're only going to use this scene for now. And in the under the player settings, change the name, whatever you want. And I'll say, oops, we didn't test, right? Well, I mean, it's fine. You can just do it for now. Just forgot to because I was supposed to just test without without just face tracking something like that. So we need to make sure if it is working. Okay, let's go back a bit. Let's delete this AR face manager. Sorry about that. Let's remove this component because we need to make sure, especially for now, Arbot and Christina, if yours are working, let's just put the cube, reset the position, and let's move it to forward to Z direction a bit because the AR camera is always looking at Z and you shouldn't change the direction of the AR camera. It's going to be messed up. So let's move it to cube to that direction a bit. But now this is huge. What I'm saying is like in Unity, one means usually 1 meter. So let's change to small cube and let's bring it a bit closer to our side. Like this, yeah, I think 50 centimeters is fine. I'm going to turn off the gizmo view. And rather than just cube, I'm going to rotate a bit like this. And I'm going to add a right light. to have a bit, yeah, color. So now you are ready to deploy. Yeah, let's try to do this first, and then let's go back to the face tracking. And under the build settings, make sure select your device over here. If you don't see it, yeah, please refresh it and make sure your developer mode and USB debugging is enabled. And then what you need to do is just build and run, and it's going to tell you the location of the files. And here, I'm going to create a build folder, but don't create the build folder under the asset. There will be error. So just outside of the asset folder, create a build folder. And here we can just say like this. Say, well, just not sure about. Okay, just test. And then it's going to automatically create the APK, which is application file, and it's going to run in your device. The first time it takes a bit of time. In the meantime, and yeah, it takes a bit of time, especially at the first time. And now, okay, all right. And I'm just going to show you the my recorded file. I mean, it's exactly the same result, but because so now, as you can see, my room is a bit of dark. So I'm going to share the videos that I took. My room is a bit brighter. So here is what you're going to see for now. You'll see that this rotating cube like this, and there is going to be stay there when you just change the screen, and it's going to be there. Like if it is following your screen, it means there is something wrong. So it should your cube should stay there, and you can see move around. Uh, did you manage to do this, Albert and Christina?
Uh,
Uh,
I'm I'm still
Nope.
working.
I mean, I can wait. Yeah, I can wait. Or do you think
You,
is there is some error with that?
you you can go ahead. I still didn't get any edit. If I get, I will let you know.
Okay, okay. What about you, Christina?
I didn't find each extension for Unity with Android.
You mean the in under the package manager or
Yeah, in the building settings, Android, and after
okay,
that,
build the
I
settings?
didn't. Yeah.
Okay, build settings. I mean, if you didn't follow or if you have a question, it's totally fine. Please, yeah, I'm happy to just interrupt it by you the question. Totally fine. Ask me at any time. So yeah, first of all, under the build settings, you need to select Android.
Mm-hmm.
And if you didn't change it to Android, you will see the switch platform, something like this, like this. So you have to change your platform to Android first. And then after you change the platform, go to, sorry, turn on the player settings. And the now you will see some options over here, but make sure you selected Android tab, and then
Ex How did you open project settings? Because
it's
something
fine.
was charging and
It's totally fine. And then after you switch the platform,
yeah.
you will see the player settings over here.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know that the text a bit small. Can I change?
yeah,
I mean,
I'm with you.
wait, maybe in a second. Maybe okay. I thought it could be better, but not. Okay. All right. So here the player setting. Did you find it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And under the player settings, if you see Vulkan over here, I think you see Vulkans over here. Then select Vulkan and just press minus. You don't need Vulkans under the graphic APIs. Vulkan.
Settings
Player
and
settings.
Vulkan.
Yeah, Vulkan. Delete it. You don't need that.
Okay.
And then, I mean, I know that it takes a bit of time. After that, just untick multi-thread rendering over here.
Right.
Then change this minimum API level to 26. Then if you haven't changed it, you also need to change company name. I think yours is maybe default company, but you should change name to something different. Because sometimes, I don't know why, but default company bring you error. So, and that's it. Actually, that's all you need to do under the player settings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. And
Yeah.
if you see if you see your device here, run device. Can you see your device? Or did you debug? I mean, did you debug your device? Not
No,
really.
how I connect my cell phone?
Okay. I mean, I already explained to you, but I just go through again quickly. I'm going to share my screen of my device. So here, go to the settings, your device, and you will see, oops, not developers option. You will see the about tablet or about mobile, about I don't know, about phone, something like that. So because mine is tablet, so it says about tablet, but you will see this. Here, go to the software information. Okay. Yeah, software information. And there is a build number this, and tap this build number 7 times. Tap 7 times. And it's going to say, what is it? The developer mode is enabled, something like that.
Yes.
And then go back to the settings. You will see the developer option over here now. And go to the developer settings. Here, USB debugging. You have to enable USB debugging.
Yep.
And connect your device to your laptop or your desktop. And then now under the build settings, you will see your run device over here. I mean, if you don't see it, refresh it, and you will see your device over here.
Yes, it works.
Okay. Okay, great. And then try to build and run, and then you're going to have the this result. If you just put the cube, yeah, you will see this result. In the meantime, yeah, I think we can move on a bit.
Yeah,
Mm,
thank you.
yeah, sure, sure. So let's try to do the AR face manager again. AR face manager, and we didn't delete this prefab, so we can just put this prefab to here, and then here, well, and then exactly, you don't need to do anything else. Just this is everything what you need to do, and by doing this, if you just do the build and manager, you will see, yeah, these kind of things. Like it is automatically make some mask to your face, and then it's going to detect your face. Like I can change my faces, and that's it. And this is just a bit of fun with this. And the let's move on, which is quite important in some point. Well, we're not going to use this for now, but yeah, it's better to know. Here, well, let's untick the face manager. We don't use it. Here, what we need to do is AL, where is it? AL track image, excuse me, AR tracked image manager. It's going to track some image and it's going to spawn object by reading the image data. So here is, I'm going to create, well, I'm going to just tell it textures. It's not textures, but yeah. Just, and if you go to the our Google Drive at day one, there is import files. And well, I mean, you can use your own images if you have, but I just added here track marker SDP-1 and -2. Please download this, and yeah, you will see files over here. And I'm going to use track marker SDP-1 to just drag and drop to our Unity. Well, and second one as well. Well, just, but this one is you need to have, I mean, at least the size of the image is should be 1024 by 1024 pixels. This is the minimum size of the tracking image, tracking image. And yeah, sometimes, like for example, if you are using like this kind of simple image, is impossible to read because it needs certain amount of data. So you cannot read, like for example, this is our logo, but you cannot read if I just put this logo because it has so small amount of data. So you need to have a certain amount of data, some complexity, what I'm saying. And then what you need to do is over here is here inside of the texture, right click, we need to create, well, I mean, if you go to the, if you see the AR session origin and then AR tracked image manager, it says we need to input reference library and as well as image prefab, right? So reference library is, we need to create that. So create xstyle, and there's a reference image library over here. Well, I mean, just I'm going to leave the name for now. And here you will see the add image. and you can add your image to here, and we need to specify the size, for example, like 20 by, well, it's meters, right? So zero point 0.2, which is 20 centimeter, and it keeps the texture at go to the AI session origin. Just we need to drag and drop this extra reference image library, and what kind of prefab we want to spawn. Well, we can use, let's use this cube, which is small one, but I don't want to rotate it. And maybe there's just exactly on the location of the cube, the image. So here, and yeah, maybe we do like to give some different material, green material is okay, and image track two. Let's make this one to prefab as well, and we don't need this one anymore. And go to the session origin. Let's attach this to here. And next number of the moving images. This one should be minimum by 2. Uh, and it should have plus 1 than what I want to deploy. I don't know why, but otherwise it's going to there is going to be error. And by doing this, and just save the scene, and again build settings, and well, if you want to change your name, like here, image track, and build and run again, image track, and save. Oops. And see, it's a bit faster than at the beginning, right? So, and yeah, there is another recording over here. By doing that, yeah, there is no cube. And when you look at the screen, you get the image, the cube is going to be spawned on the image. Well, the reason why it is exactly middle of the image, because I said I just put the prefab with the location of 0 comma 0 comma 0. If you put like some different location, it's going to deploy somewhere else. It can be deployed somewhere else, here or there. And oops. And uh, uh, if you go to the reference image library, you also can add a lot of different images over here. So I also can add second image. Here again, specify size 0.2. And by doing this, you can add like a lot of images over here. And maybe you can have a question that can I deploy different object under the different images? Yes, but no. What I'm saying is uh, it's not working in this version of AR Core. If you want to do it, you have to use the Unity 2020 version, and yeah, you need to use a different version of AR Foundation and AR Core. But AR Kit, it is doable in this point. Well, to be honest, it's true that the AR Kit is has how can I say that? Mm, iPhone is stronger at the using the AI till now yet. Well, still I don't, because I don't have Mac, so So that's why I'm using the just Android. But yeah, it's true that I have to say that the iPhone has a stronger, I can say, the recognition of the AR surroundings, area circumstance. So here, so for now, unfortunately, we can add like a different multiple number of the images, but it only can deploy one object for now. So by doing this, I mean, just build this, and the result is, oops, not this one, means tracker, like this one. So yeah, there's no cube, but if you see the yeah, track the image, you will see like two different cube. And then the reason why the size is different here is because I specify the size of the image. So it think the image is like just 20 by 20 centimeters. So if image is big or larger, the cube is going to be the larger as well. So that's why the cube size is different because the image size is different on my screen. And this is quite useful in some point. And but however, we are not going to use it right now. But let's try to see one by one in another function in AR Foundation. And here you will see the AR Point Cloud Manager. This is how you're going to detect how you, I mean the mm, it is it makes you visible how, the circumstance by reading the data of your nearby. So just add the AR Point Cloud Manager, and here go to the Excel. We need the default point cloud. Well, for now we're not going to do anything. Just make it to prefab, and yeah, we're going to add AR Point Cloud to here, and that's it. And yeah, after you again build settings, change the app name, and build and run, and you will see the result of this. So yeah, it detects the planes, the all the areas. um, yeah, like this. It's going to detect. I mean, you see the size of the point cloud is different. From here is larger, and here is smaller. It's because of course, it's because of the distance. So